Don't try to wave it over my head now to get niggas to stop making my bed and writing notes in here. No.
Right. I think Diddy's alleged to have done some monstrous shit.
Yes.
And I want him to be held accountable for it, but he also deserves due process and a fair trial.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. Apparently, random people claiming to be private investigators are approaching TikTokers about Sean Diddy Combs. TikTok influencers like Samson Kruppen have spoken about being visited by people claiming to be private investigators amid Diddy's legal situation, as he's been hit with numerous criminal and civil cases alleging him of sexual abuse and other forms of abuse. In a TikTok shared on Tuesday, November 19th, Samson shared on his TikTok page the encounter he had with the supposed PIs as they arrived at his home. In the video, the two men explained they were hired to speak with creators who have a lot of followers on different platforms and ask them if they're being paid to sway viewers' minds about Diddy in a specific way.
I was going somewhere. You said jail made me think of Diddy. That was all. Because Diddy's going through it this week. Oh, yeah.
Is he really going through it?
Well,
sounding like he's doing all right.
Two things are happening at the same time, right?
Yes.
Early in the week, they're like, Diddy's running to jail. This dude's fighting over and vying to make his bed.
Yes.
And he's just like running this shit like Lucius from Empire.
Phones,
right.
He's getting his own food.
Right.
Yeah.
But
That's
then the Bureau of Prisons announced last night that after doing a raid of all the prisons, they found a notepad in Diddy's cell. They found evidence that he's calling and tampering with witnesses, and they're threatening, at the time that we're talking right now, to bring new charges against him for witness tampering, and that's going to undermine his bail hearing, his bond hearing, which is Friday, and he may not be able to get out because they're worried that he's so it's like he's running the prison, but they're kind of like, yeah, that's why you can't leave.
I think that's all done intentionally.
That's a sack of shit.
Yeah. That's all done intentionally, Mark. I mean, like, first of all, they said that by them doing that, they violated his 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment. That they were saying that they took some personal information, like notes to his lawyers. They took it. They took pictures of it. Confidential notes. Yeah, privilege. You know, and I think that they're just trying to. I think it's just trying to make it as hard on him as possible. And that's it. That's how I feel. Like they're
playing a dirty game.
Yeah, they're playing a dirty game, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's eat or be eaten. But I just feel like they're playing
Diddy with all that shit.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm ignoring all that shit. I requested to be a bond twice. Yeah. Y'all told me to get the fuck out of here, even with $50 million on the table. Don't try to wave it over my head now to get niggas to stop making my bed and writing notes in here. No.
Right. I think Diddy's alleged to have done some monstrous shit.
Yes.
And I want him to be held accountable for it, but he also deserves due process and a fair trial. And the state is not giving him a fair trial, fair opportunity right now for all the reasons y'all just said.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah. But and the bond shit is tough though, because if he is tampering witnesses, if he is calling people, what do? Do you let him out?
But that's the reason why he was not given bail, is because they feared that he was going to tamper with witnesses. Right. So
they tracked one of them to the other, I forget her name, that was in Dirty Money, the one that came out and made the post, and they were saying it like they have proof that
they were in communication, right before she made that statement.
Yes. So
yeah, and it don't help that Sean.
It's ugly.
I was gonna say it don't help that Sean's been on tour too. You know,
promoting the
documentary, which I saw. I know y'all talked about it in the Patreon last week, but it doesn't help because it just draws more attention to this idea that Diddy don't play fair, that Diddy tampers, that Diddy undermines the law. So it's a bad week for Diddy on the street, even if it's a good week for him in jail.
Yo, listen. Sometimes you need to reach out to motherfuckers to recant some shit, or to fix the story, or to look at it from a different perspective. I'm sorry. Sometimes, did you really feel this way? I didn't mean it this way. How can we figure it out? It sounds crazy. I know the law doesn't like it, but sometimes a conversation needs to happen. Yeah. Sometimes a conversation needs to happen. If the law doesn't allow that, you're not allowed to reach out to somebody that filed that's a part of a lawsuit. You're not allowed.
That's where it's tricky. Like it's a law.
Yeah, I guess.
Like they wrote it already.
But all you niggas are like, everybody change. I hate that shit. Because a lot of times people have called police on us. A lot of times it's been restraining orders and different things in life. Not remove people. Just talking about in life. And you reach out to have a conversation. Yo, what's up with that? And a lot of times it's rectified.
True, but
not saying what Diddy did. I'm not making an excuse for that. But I'm just saying, like, that's the norm, to reach out to somebody to get an understanding.
I understand what you're saying. The part of that is when they find out that you did that.
Yeah, right. True. Yeah, you go to jail. Yeah,
because it is still, just because people do that don't make it legal.
Make it right. Yeah.
So But now they found out.
I'm just addressing the people that's looking at it as.
Like
what he's doing? Oh my God! He's trying to coerce the witness in Tampa. I'm just like, come on, stop. Like,
they throw these words on.
Yeah, that's the only that's who I'm addressing, not the law. If you get caught doing that, nigga, you have to face the consequences. If you get caught doing that,
raiding the cell and finding a notepad is making people. And people, the thing is, people are gonna believe whatever they hear about Diddy at this point because there's so much shit being said. Just at the end of the day, does this actually help him? Like if we hear so much awful shit about him every day for months and months and months, by the time trial comes in May, are people gonna be like immune to it where they don't even care anymore?
I think so.
It might.
There's a certain level of desensitization taking place, like because
it's happening for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, every single day it's something new, and some of it just honestly sounds preposterous.
But does it work into his favor? Meaning that like there's so much press and stuff about it. So if he gets found guilty,
appeals process. Yeah.
Yes. Right. Like these people heard about it. They were smearing my name. They were taking my my evidence or whatever he has, and it was plastered all over the world. And these people who are on the jury could have potentially been influenced to find me guilty.
It's possible.
Right? Like R. Kelly.
I think that's the game they playing.
Yeah,
that's literally what they're trying to do. They're going to tank the jury pool as best they could.
I couldn't be impartial. I couldn't be on a Diddy jury right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for me to imagine him not having done shit.
No, I understand. Yes, but is that fair?
It's not. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he could get a fair trial, and I think he did a lot of this shit.
Yes,
but,
I agree.
But he still deserves a fair trial. I don't know anywhere in America where he could get 12 people. That I mean, no Diddy has become like
talk about it.
It's like his name is a metaphor for freaky shit.
Here's the flip side to that coin.
What's the flip side, Joe?
The same way that you said you wouldn't be able to be impartial because the pool has been tainted, there's people that are on the other side, which is why he's getting his bed made in jail. Wherever he is still who he is. This won't be like Tory Lanez sitting there silent and his dad doing some shit when the court shit is over. Puff is gonna fight.
Yeah.
Puff gonna fight and he gonna be heard.
He got resources.
And he's charming with resources,
and he got a lot of motherfuckers that love him.
He got connections all over this place. Like, so the same way that there's that side, it's the other side too. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but the other side trying to throw me in the mix.
That's the other question I get a lot.
That's the other side though, because Puff is Puff in terms of power, respect, all of that. It's a lot of people that's gonna go to bat and hope that he
rewards them after the fact.
Or because I don't want my name to come up in this shit with you, so let's try to get you out of this.
And I mean, what I will say, and then I'm off of this because there's a trial. There's a trial.
I understand.
To be had.
For sure.
But some of them documents that were framing his children taking on his Instagram to kind of repaint his image. And they were talking about that like that was a bad thing. I thought that was genius.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought that was absolutely genius. Every day there's a new story making me out to be some type of monster, demon, pervert, pedophile.
So let's get the other side.
So yeah, let me try to fight in any way I can.
If y'all gonna fight that way, with trying to taint my name, again, we're not saying that Puff didn't do no fucked up shit. I just want to be clear. We're not Puff apologists or nothing like that.
Exactly. No.
But in all fairness, if y'all are gonna be out here in the media or whatever the case may be, making me seem like the worst person possible, let me have some people that love me try to make me seem like a decent person.
He deserves that.
Yeah. See, because what we have a history in recent years of is seeing the media be more prepared, or them being the state or the feds being more prepared in the media than they are in the court.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
shit, we just saw with Young Thug's trial.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So have your T's crossed and your I's dotted, because that shit. Even we gonna see in their trial. Anytime they show me a picture of Drew, I'm like, oh, got one on your hands. Got to wait for the trial.
Yeah.
I just seen somebody say on a doc or on a meme somewhere that your representation is much more important than the crime.
That's a fact.
Fam,
that's a fact.
Shout Drewski, he had got one of his funnier skits is, if you see your lawyer dressed like this, you're going to jail. Like, nigga, your representation can be the difference between you going home and you going
True.
in.
True.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I obey the law, man.
You ain't lying. You every day I say it.
Speaking of jail, NBA YoungBoy as well. You know what I mean?
27 months, right?
27 months. Yes.
And what, 4 or 5 years probation or something like that?
60 months probation, 5 years.
It's a win, fam.
Yeah, huge.